Welcome back.
So Kyle's going to continue playing, and Kaden and I are going to talk about the
situation in Iran,
yes,
and how we fix it, and why our politicians need.
yeah, why they need to just man the f up and grow some nuts.
Yeah.
Yes, in the spring.
Yeah. Oh, you thought we were talking about Star Wars? Absolutely.
No, absolutely not.
This is a political show.
Yeah.
I strive for Buhdder Chikken to be like the Ben Shapiro show. That's what I really aim for with this show.
I was actually thinking about that a couple days ago. I was like, what if Buhdder Chikken just like turned into like just career suicide comments left and right. Just every single comment that just came out of our mouths. Well, I just think that the
Trump's the second coming of Jesus. I swear to God. Saw it in a prayer.
No, but anyway, so I found this Reddit article that I had saved regarding the Rise of Skywalker. And previous episode we were talking about how the Rise of Skywalker was heavily whitewashed or like heavily plastered over by Disney's bias and stuff, and a whole bunch of Disney executives, which... Oh, my foot's stuck.
She got her ass beat by the bar.
Bear, come help me.
Bear just rips her foot off.
Drags her through.
God!
What you guys could do is you guys could, you guys should each make your own ranking of all the movies, because Ben Shapiro did that, and I have it.
Why?
I have his list of
Star Wars?
Listing every single Star Wars movie?
Yeah, he ranked all the Star Wars movies.
Okay, I'm gonna do that after I read this.
Yeah. Let's go through this, and then this can also go into the third.
Yeah.
No, I was gonna say you guys should
fine.
rank yours and then compare.
God, I can't believe out of all things you have on your phone, you fucking have Ben Shapiro's Star Wars rankings.
Oh yeah, well he had made a video on it, and I was like, what the fuck? I guess he gives a shit.
So hypothetically, if you were to rank all the Star Wars films, I would go Episode 5. Which is The Empire Strikes Back, which is by far and away the best Star Wars movie I've ever seen.
Next is Phantom Menace.
Hypothetically, Jar Jar Binks is the funniest character I've ever seen.
Think about it.
Think about it.
I just don't care about your feelings, okay?
I don't care about what the haters have to say.
Jar Jar Binks doesn't give a shit.
I don't care about what the left has to say. I don't care what Democrats have to say. Barack Obama can
Rogue One is the best Star Wars movie.
Okay, so this is what it says. I don't know exactly who is posting this, and again, with these kind of Reddit articles, you can really take it with a grain of salt, but it's worth discussing because it's pretty interesting hearing this.
Yeah.
It says, since shortly after release weekend, I've been corresponding with someone who's worked closely on production of The Rise of Skywalker and works for one of the major companies I cannot disclose here. I verified the source to my satisfaction. To protect the source, I am rewording what we spoke about over the last 2 weeks, and I am submitting it to you in bullet point format that I've written based off of what they told me. The too long don't read is that they were upset with the final product of the Rise of Skywalker and wanted to share their perspective on how it went down and where it went wrong. So bullet point 1. The leakers for the Rise of Skywalker had an agenda and are tied to Disney's directly. My source confessed that they had an agenda as well, in that they struggle with ignoring what's been happening to somebody who they think doesn't deserve it. JJ always treated everyone on and off set with respect, so my source's agenda is, There's like no punctuation in this entire fucking thing.
Also, quick break.
Yeah.
So Kyle, how did you figure out the safe code so quickly?
I'm a genius. Shut the fuck up and listen to the goddamn...
Yeah, no, I'm
Hold
listening.
on, wait.
Listen to the
I'm
goddamn
looking up this fucking safe code for Last of Us 2.
I'm sweating like a pig. Only a big pig wearing a thick donkey hair coat. Oh, what a scorcher. I tell you, Shrek, I am an opera. Whoa!
Yeah, kind of like that. Sierra Mist. Tastes one shockingly refreshing lemon lime.
Let's do that again.
Okay. JJ always treated everyone on and off set with respect. So my source's agenda is that's what Disney has done to JJ, and how much they screwed him over should be something people are at least aware of, whether you like him as a filmmaker or not. Disney was one of the studios who were in that Bad Robot bidding war last year. Disney never had much interest in Bad Robot as a company, but they did in JJ because they saw Warner Brothers, who JJ went with in the end, as a major threat. JJ is very successful at bringing franchises back, like Mission Impossible, Star Trek, and Star Wars. Warner Brothers is struggling with DC, and aside from Wonder Woman, DC is still seen as a bit of a joke in its current state by the general audience. Warner Brothers wants Abrams for some DC projects. My source said that this generation, Star Wars is the MCU. And Marvel's biggest threat is a well-operational DC. They want to keep DC in limbo that they're in right now. Abrams jump-starting that...
Sorry, I don't want to cut you off.
Oh, no, it's only one bullet for that gun.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
I was like, what the hell?
Abrams jump-starting that franchise with something like a successful audience-pleasing Superman movie makes them look nervous. Their goal is to make JJ look bad to potential investors/shareholders. My source mentioned this shortly after the premiere. Quote, "The Rise of Skywalker we saw last night was not the Rise of Skywalker we thought we had worked on," close quote. JJ was devastated and blindsided by this. He had been feeling down over the last 6 months because of some of the ridiculous demands Disney had that changed his movie's story. While the scenes were shot, a lot of the changes were made in post-production and the audio was re-recorded and altered. My source said they'd never seen anything like this happen before. He's the director and wasn't in the know about what they were doing behind his back. Apparently, JJ felt threatened over the month leading up to the premiere because of all the fucking changes that they were making.
This sounds like what happened with Fan Four Stick.
What's
That last Fantastic Four movie.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
Right, they fired Josh Trank from it, and then they made their own edit of the movie.
Right. I mean, it's kind of like the Zack Snyder cut, in which they were like, "Oh, there's a better version of Justice League."
Yeah, that one's a tad different. Just
Or
because...
Batman. It's Batman versus Superman, right? That's Zack Snyder.
No, it's Justice League. You're right about that. It's a bit different though because Zack Snyder couldn't finish the movie.
Yeah.
So they had to bring someone else in, and I think they brought that guy in, and it was a very bad choice.
Yeah. Rian Johnson was never meant to do Episode 9 despite some rumors that he was. JJ was brought back by Bob Iger, not Kathleen Kennedy. Disney insisted on more fan service and less controversy because of how much, quote, controversy The Last Jedi had.
I've never seen a person just love just the point blank. If the character's right in front of him, he's still trying to aim the headshot.
Well, God, where did she go?
He's just always searching for the headshot.
I get so many.
I'm not criticizing you for it. I'm just saying you're going for the headshots.
JJ's original agreement when he signed on was indicating that he would have way more creative control than he did with The Force Awakens. It became evident this wasn't the case only a couple weeks into shooting when the trouble with meddling started. JJ wanted to do some scenes he thought were important, but Disney shut it down, citing budgetary reasons. Stupid pendejo.
Yeah, you were in the actual damn way.
Okay, May of 2019. JJ argued that those scenes were crucial. He had to let go one of the scenes. The other scenes he insisted on was approved at first. He did reshoots and additional photography in July. The new scene was shot at Bad Robot in October. The movie released in December. Yeah, no, that's bad news, man.
What?
Yeah. Oh.
Hey,
It's a snake!
Oh, I hate snakes.
Ow, you motherfucker!
Yeah.
Pendejo, shoot him.
Wait.
Penday, you have the perfect shot.
Yeah, you have a shotgun, sir. Oh, God. What are you running from? Jesus. Nice shot. The, quote, ending that will blow your mind was part of this. Yeah, because remember how they were like, oh, the ending will blow your fucking mind. Yeah, the, quote, ending that will blow your mind was part of this. Older actors were included, like Hayden, Ewan, and Samuel L. Jackson, and anyone who wasn't animated. The Force Ghosts weren't meant to be voices because they shot that footage on camera. The actors were in costume. Rey was supposed to be surrounded by the Force Ghosts to serve as a sort of barrier between her and the Sith surrounding them. My source thinks, but can't 100% confirm, that this is because of China. It's an office talk of sorts. Some visual effects people claim that they got a list of approved shades of blue they could use on the Luke Force Ghosts. Cutting this out when the bad blood turned into a nightmare for JJ because the movie he was making was suddenly unrecognizable to him in almost every way. Yeah.
Gotta love China.
Yeah, gotta love China. My source knows JJ well enough to know that he's not just the yelling. He's
Wait.
not. Oh. Get up, you motherfucker. Oh. Hey, Manny.
Thanks. You have a gun, but you decided to throw a bottle there.
Oh, he's dead. Okay, cool. I couldn't tell for a sec. My source knows JJ well enough to know that he's just not the yelling type, but apparently in a meeting he yelled something along the lines of, "Why don't you just put directed and written by Lucasfilm then?" My source wasn't present for that exchange, but knows some who were. Disney demanded they shoot some scenes. Disney demanded they shoot some scenes that would have things in it for merchandise. Quote, the "They Fly Now" is one of them. It's also JJ's least favorite scene. At a November screening of a 2-hour and 37-minute cut, he cringed, groaned, and laughed when the scene was on. My source says that JJ was most likely not joking when he said, "You're right," in an interview where they asked him about the Rise of Skywalker criticism. Woof. JJ's original early November cut was 3 hours and 2 minutes long, which I wish they had kept.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Because, well, that's what I was thinking too when the movie was announced. I'm like, if this is the last Skywalker saga movie,
I want to let me up this.
You climb it. There you go.
I think you have to jump up it.
You better damn well have it 3 hours like Endgame.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
There's a lot of stuff.
There's a lot of stuff to cover. And the thing is, the fact that it was like barely over 2 hours, I'm like, that's not enough time. It was like 2:20 or something.
They were just trying to make a good movie. They weren't trying to make a good end piece. You know what I mean?
But you had to, and I think Disney fucked with that.
No, I agree, 100%. Like, it would be like if the MCU just had like another random ass MCU movie.
Right.
You know, you just focus on like Captain Marvel, and Captain Marvel fights Thanos. You know, like
and
you
then
just kind of throw everything else.
Well, and then Captain Marvel just beats Thanos.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and
that's
like,
it.
Yeah, fuck Captain Marvel, but we're not talking about that.
In January, JJ suggested that they turn this into 2 films. My source told me this well before Chris Terrio, the original screenwriter, mentioned it in an interview a couple days ago. When Disney said no, JJ was content with making this 3 hours long, which makes sense. And I completely agree. And like, if they can't do 2 films, which why would you do 2 films? Just make it one long film.
The fuck was that?
Over a period of 9 months, JJ started realizing that one by one his ideas and whole scenes were being thrown out the window or entirely altered by people who have, quote, no business meddling with the creatives. They were not on the same page when it came to creative decisions, and it became obvious that Disney had an agenda in addition to wanting to please shareholders. Disney could, quote, afford messing up Episode 9 for the sake of the bigger picture when it came to protecting things unrelated to Episode 9. So they're just assholes.
Yeah. Doesn't surprise me, but...
The cut JJ eventually and hesitantly agreed to in early December was 2 hours and 37 minutes long. It wasn't the cut we saw, which he wouldn't have approved of, and which was 2 hours and 22 minutes long.
That's crazy. Right before release, too.
Uh-huh.
That means they edited it,
and then re-edited it.
Re-edited
without
it
his permission.
3 weeks.
Yeah.
Maybe more, 2.5.
Well, because it came out like the 20th or 21st. It came out like Christmas week.
Yeah. Crazy.
Apart from Force Ghost, there were other crucial and emotional scenes missing. The cut they released looked, quote, chopped and taped back together with weak Scotch tape. And those are JJ's words.
That makes sense. That's usually what happens when studios go in and re-edit films.
Yeah. The movie opened with Rey's training. Her first scene with Rose was shortly after Rey's damaged BB-8 during the training. Rose made a silly joke about how Poe is going to kill her for damaging BB-8. There was a moment where Rey took a minute to process what had just happened when she saw that vision during training. She looked distressed and worried. The next scene was a noise as the Falcon was landing, and Rey runs over there. Those 2 women who kissed at the end were visible in this shot, and they were holding hands. One of them ran towards the Falcon as it landed. Kylo on Mustafar scene was 2 minutes longer, like the very beginning of the scene. There was a moment where Kylo seemed a bit dizzy, and his vision was shown as blurry for a second, almost as if time half-stopped while everyone in the background was slow-mo fighting. Kylo hears Vader's breathing, then shakes his head, and time goes back to moving at a normal pace, and he jumps right back into the battle. The scene from the trailer where he knocks that guy down, which did end up in the movie later. They did cut some of the scenes from the light speed skipping segment. Some of the planets that were cut were Kashyyyk, Naboo, and Kamino. The scene where the TIE fighters are chasing them through the iceberg Those corridors were inspired by a video game JJ used to play in the 90s called Rebel Assault 2, the third level in the game with the tunnels on Endor specifically. Janna, the black girl from Endor, was confirmed to be Lando's daughter. Rey not only healed Kylo's face scar, but she killed Kylo when she healed Ben, if that makes sense.
Kinda.
Like, because Kylo Ren is, like, the bad, like, the dark side version of who Ben Solo is, and so she killed Kylo when she healed Ben, if that makes sense, yeah. Kylo ceased to exist when Rey healed him. My source mentioned that some people assume it was Han Solo who healed him, but that isn't true. And that wasn't Han Solo. That was Leia using her own memories as well as Ben's to create a physical manifestation of his own thoughts to nudge him towards what he needed to do. That was her way of communicating that with him. And it wasn't possible without her dying in the process. She made the ultimate sacrifice for her son, and this flew over the people's heads with the Disney cut. Which makes so much more sense. Because it always seems like that Leia dies and then Han Solo just appears. But that wasn't the case. It's literally Leia sacrifices herself so she can save her son. But that's not what happens.
No, that's not what happens in the movie.
The late November cut, the last cut JJ approved of, had scenes with Rose and Rey still. JJ wanted to give her a more meaningful arc. Disney felt that this was too risky, though. My source mentioned that Chris Terrio said that it was because of the Leia scenes, but this is only partially true because she had 4 other scenes, including 2, with Rey/Daisy Ridley, that Leia was not in. So dumb.
Yeah.
Finn, wanting to tell Rey something, was always meant to be Force sensitivity. In the 3-hour cut, it's explicitly stated. There was a moment when Janna and he were running on top of that Star Destroyer, and Finn needed to unlock or move something, and he force moved it and acted surprised when it happened. This was replaced with a CGI'd BB-8 fixing whatever he needed to fix on there. Babu Frick. Yeah.
My favorite name.
Yeah. Babu Frick was nearly cut because some execs at Disney thought he would be the new Jar Jar Binks. They're really surprised that people love him this much. He was JJ's idea and created in collaboration with some artists and puppeteers. The personality was all JJ. There were a bunch of scenes where Rey and Kylo, separately, went through quiet moments of reflection to deal with what they were going through. On her part, her going through the realization that there's something sinister about her past, and him going through regret and remorse but trying to shut it out. My source said that Kylo's scenes were especially amazing because of Adam's performance and how he managed to portray that inner turmoil. It provided much more context and added deeper meaning to both his battle with Rey and the final redemption arc at the end. It didn't happen so suddenly, and it was more structured than what we got. The Kylo/Rey scene where he dies was at least 4 minutes longer with more dialogue. Ben was always supposed to die. Source also added that if he wasn't, then it might have been in an earlier draft in which they haven't read. The first draft, they didn't include Lando. The first few didn't. The Reylo kiss...
The least favorite part of the movie.
The Reylo kiss and Ben's death was not part of reshoots, it was part of re-editing. Even the cut that JJ thought was coming out earlier this month had a longer version of that scene than what was shown in the theatrical cut. JJ was against the Reylo kiss, or Reylo in general. This was Disney's attempt to please both sides of the fandom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is genuinely my least favorite part about that movie. It's
And it was
so...
like-
It feels
It was
forced.
so many non-Star Wars fans' favorite part.
Well, it feels so forced.
Yep.
It's so forced because there's no lead-up. Like, it's not a romantic relationship at all.
It shouldn't be.
No, it shouldn't be. At all.
It shouldn't be.
And, I mean, if you want to make it a romantic relationship, that's fine.
But build it up.
But throughout the first 2 movies, there's no romance between them. Ever.
I mean, you can argue that Last Jedi has a little bit of sexual tension, but like Star Wars sexual tension.
I feel like that's just tension, though, to me. But maybe
Yeah.
I have to watch it again. But yeah, continue.
JJ was not happy where The Last Jedi took the story. Sorry. Jesus. The final result is a mix of that story and the story told by Disney and whoever they try to impress. quote, certainly not the fans. JJ is gutted over the final result. Star Wars means a lot to him. He had to sacrifice large chunks of the story in The Force Awakens, but he was promised more creative control in The Rise of Skywalker, and instead the leash they had him on was only tightened as time went by. A source said that this is one franchise and the one piece of work that he did not want to mess up, and instead it became his worst nightmare. When he found out that he was blindsided with the cut they presented, he said, "What the fuck?" when Kylo was fighting the Knights of Ren at the end, and the John Williams music that was used for it was not at all what he wanted. It seemed, he seemed to think it was out of place. JJ's cut still exists and, quote, will always exist. We most likely will never see it unless somebody accidentally leaks it.
That doesn't shock me.
And so it says, okay, so there you have it. If there are any questions, I'll try to follow up with my source, but it's up to them if they want to share more, so I cannot guarantee for an answer. Edit. I forgot one thing that the source wanted included concerning Finn, Poe, and the Rise of Skywalker. And so here's another bullet point. The source asked about Finn and Poe after seeing Oscar Isaac's comment about how Disney didn't want it to be a thing. This is true. JJ fought to make this happen. This is why Oscar is blaming Disney. It's not just a random throwaway comment. He knows for a fact that it was Disney because these discussions happened. The main cast is insanely close with JJ and are just as pissed, though seemingly more outspoken about it than JJ. During The Force Awakens, Disney was hesitant to hire John Boyega because a woman was front and center, so they deemed it that risky enough, so bringing in a male lead who's black made them nervous. JJ fought to make that happen for about 9 months before getting approval. The same issue came up when JJ tried to have the Finn and Poe in The Rise of Skywalker, but he lost that battle, as he lost many creative battles for this film. Many people, JJ included, came to the realization during this production that the story really is told by shareholders/investors instead of the creatives or anyone at Disney specifically. He tried to make a lot of things happen and was shut down because of this. They had him on a leash, and many blame The Last Jedi for stricter creative approach.
As far as I can tell, there's people.
So they basically scapegoat The Last Jedi for all creative approach when it actually really was Disney's fault for fucking it up.
Yep. If that's all to be believed, right? Because that's not.
I mean, yeah. Again,
It seems very detailed, though.
That's what I mean, and like, I mean, you can embellish and make a lot of those facts up, but like the reason why I believe it is because it's not like some stupid Smash Bros leak, right? Where they're like, "Oh God, my uncle works for Nintendo. I saw this over his shoulder," and it's like a really crappy phone quality, render of some shit. No, like it's a really detailed, in-depth story of what The Rise of Skywalker was supposed to be.
It makes sense because genuinely, like, I'm not the biggest J.J. Abrams fan. I wouldn't consider J.J. Abrams like one of the best directors working right now. I think he's solid at best. But, like, The Rise of Skywalker is very close to one of his worst movies.
Yeah,
and
but
like,
it just sucks because he doesn't or didn't want his name on it because it was so bulldozed by Disney.
Well, it doesn't even feel like, honestly, watching that movie, I feel all that stuff he's talking about. Like, I feel there's stuff that wasn't there. I feel like the movie wasn't
Well, it really does, like, I remember watching it after I read that, and I was like, God, I'm like, he's right. I'm like, there's a lot left to be had here. Like, you really, really, really want more out of the movie because it goes at a lightning pace. And pacing is a good thing, but not lightning fast pacing in which you're just like, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah.
Because if there are certain things where, like, certain lines and certain moments in Rise of Skywalker where people say one line and then they're like, oh yeah, let's go over there.
Yeah.
Instead of actually gradually having it go from one place to the next.
Yeah, it's a shame. Because I do still really like The Force Awakens.
And I actually kind of like Last Jedi for what it's worth.
I like Last Jedi a lot more than other people, so, like, yeah.
I will say this, Last Jedi, I mean, the only part that I don't like is what everybody says. It's the fucking side plot with Poe and Rose.
Terrible.
It's terrible.
It's fucking
With
terrible.
Finn and Rose, right?
Oh, yeah, sorry, not Poe. Yeah, Finn.
Okay.
Finn and Rose at the fucking
Am I
casino.
remembering that movie wrong?
Yeah.
I remember Finn being goddamn useless.
But yeah, it does. All of that sucks. All that stuff you just read me, it sounds like it sucks, but genuinely, it doesn't shock me.
No, it actually makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like there's some credibility that, oh god.
Oh.
And censor. That's a wiener. If I ever see one. Cut this wiener off.
Let's go up.
What's your opinions on The Last Jedi, Isaac? Kinda liked it.
Oh.
Oh, Jesus!
Hey, man.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Sorry, Isaac's phone's going off.
You got this?
Yeah, I got it.
Hello?
We'll keep talking.
Alright.
Welcome back to the Caden Abrams show.
Yeah, so the Caden Abrams show.
Today we'll be tier listing all of Kyle's moves and decisions in The Last of Us 2.
Yeah.
And, little spoiler. They're not good.
No, they're not great.
He's not great.
So, do you know what's going on now?
Kinda. I've been following.
Like, half paying attention?
Yeah.
So-
I know they're talking to Isaac.
Yeah, so essentially, somebody was murdered. Like, they were... somebody in their group was murdered, like the Salt Lake crew. Like, the old Fireflies were murdered. And they think that Owen did it.
Oh.
And so they're worried that he went AWOL.
Okay.
And so Isaac is the head of the Wolves.
Right.
And so they're talking to him right now and being like, hey, so what do we do about Owen? Haha.
Back in their island.
Not like this.
Yeah.
Not with everyone. There's a big storm a few days out. I'm gonna use it to mask our approach. You two are gonna lead the first wave. Pick your squads, start prepping.
I want Owen. When are he and Danny getting back?
Is Danny dead?
Yeah. And Owen killed
Talk,
Danny.
Nora.
Yeah.
No secrets between the Salt Lake crew, huh?
Those damn Mormons.
No, those damn Mormons not sharing secrets. Secrets.
What happens in their temples?
Secrets are no fun. Secret hurts so well.
He says it like really dramatic. Secrets are no fun.
That's not Owen. You got it wrong.
I've seen his
Same
penis.
Danny
I know
used
what
his
he's like.
last breath to lie to me.
Sir, people hear that story. Owen's dead. Anyone who finds him, they'll gun him down for sport.
Then I suggest you all stop gossiping about it.
Let me go after him. I'll walk him back in. We'll get to the
No.
bottom. You said yourself the storm's a few
No.
days.
We've only got one shot at this. And this is bigger than any of us. Definitely bigger than Owen.
What a good bite.
Even Isaac's afraid of Abby. Like, we only got one shot. Please don't hurt me.
Don't hurt me.
I just, it's.
Have you seen your muscles?
You could crush me with one hit. Just see. It's like a superhero movie. She punches Isaac, but Isaac goes like full on. Boom!
Gee, you're strong.
Jesus Christ, that's the strongest tricep I've ever felt in my life.
He like pats her. Good.
It genuinely feels like steel.
Yeah, he like smacks it. Dink.
God,
my hand.
His hands kind of shaking.
Ding. Oh fuck.
This is gonna go away.
Yeah, it's like a tuner. Like.
Damn it! This is gonna go away for a couple days.
Someone get my brace. God damn it.
The brace.
What?
No. Abby, don't.
I'll be back by morning. You just gotta cover me till then.
Isaac will kick your ass.
No, he fucking won't.
No.
You heard him. He needs me.
If Owen's out there, how the hell are you going to find him?
I know where he'll go.
Oh damn, we're close.
What?
That's not far away. She's heading to
Yeah,
the
relatively.
Ferris wheel.
Yeah, the aquarium.
Oh.
3 years.
You see some guy fall from the top.
Seriously, stop it.
I would be shitting my pants if Owen was doing that shit. Genuinely, I'd be like,
It's great. It's the best.
Oh. Come on. We made it all the way up here just so you could wimp out on the last 2 steps.
Yeah. Yes, deal was to get up here, so.
I feel ya.
All right, here's what's going to happen. You're going to get your ass over here, sit on the edge, or you can go down here on the kid seat and look at this view with me.
You can see it pretty well from there.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand he's trying to be like all cute and be like, oh, just come over here with me. But like, you can see the view completely fine.
Talk about it.
No, this girl does not miss her workouts.
No.
It's getting late.
Well, this is 3 years ago. This is before she was ripped.
Oh yeah, she's not even ripped. She started doing CrossFit after this.
After this moment in particular.
Yeah. Now she walks around like this.
I'm gonna kick Owen's ass.
Oh, it made me feel so stupid. Oh, is Owen?
Do not. It is too high.
Oh my god. You know, I don't think I can live like this anymore, Abby.
Owen, I'm serious. I will break up with you. Owen.
I always loved you.
Don't! Owen!
She's actually
Yeah,
dead.
I was gonna say, just
concrete
concrete.
floor. It's supposed to be this cute. Oh, what's the other movie that's like that? It does that exact thing, where they're like pretending to commit. Oh, it's Aladdin.
Oh yeah.
Aladdin, where he's like, oh, I guess I'll just jump, and he falls on the magic carpet. But
Yeah. Just actually dies.
We got to make a sketch like that. Just one day.
It's like, I always loved you.
I always loved you. But it's like, no. It's like really over. It's like, oh, Abby, I don't know if I can hang on much longer. You know what I mean? You better come save me. Oh no, I'm slipping. Ah! But genuinely just. Oh my god! Oh god! So her and Owen are dating now, but they're not dating 3 years.
No. This was 3 years earlier.
This was 3 years earlier, so they're not dating in present time.
They're not dating present time because
Owen felt too insecure because Abby became jacked as shit. And he just
well, not only
she
that,
threw him
but
around the
also,
bedroom.
I mean, I don't know the logistics of it, but they just didn't work out, and so then he impregnated Mel.
Oh, and that's why Abby and Mel are so.
Yeah.
That's why there's tensions there. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but they used
You
to
get
date.
right
Yeah.
up in the taint there, Abby. Jesus. Underwater, you kinky bastard.
Yeah, I know, right? Oh god. Fuck.
This reminds me of a scene in Tangled.
They're just the water's
steam.
rising.
Yeah. And at last I see the light.
You wanna keep going?
Why don't we kiss?
Oh, what if we kiss in the aquarium? That'd be so sick. But we don't have to.
We don't have to if you don't. You don't have to if I don't want to. I mean, you don't want to.
Yeah, I don't want to. But if you would like to, I will consent to that.
I'll fuck you.
I'll fuck you right here in this ocean.
It's not that hard. It's not that hard. I fucked better.
I fucked in weirder places. It's not that hard. Fuck you. You're bombing over. You're bombing over.
It's
You're
so
bombing.
easy.
It's so easy, dude. What the fuck? Fucking in the ocean? I've done it so many times. She's like,
It's like I'm only 18.
I'm 13. Abby is this.
Oh,
fuck.
shit.
Starts swimming away as fast as possible. The FBI bursts through the aquarium. Get back here, Owen, you son of a bitch! I think it's one of my favorite jokes about the FBI is like a guy doesn't get screwed over by the FBI until he learns that the girl is 13, and immediately the FBI jumps in on him, no matter what the situation. Owen thinks she's like
They're at
18.
church?
Yeah. And he's like, hey, I actually never
I never told you.
How old are you?
Oh, I'm 13.
Boom! Oh god! Hold him down! Hold him down! Like the bishop is there, like, get him down! Get him down there! Boom! Boom! Oh, Shamu.
Oh. Are you?
Are you a rooster?
That's a wolf, Abby.
It's like an aquarium for fish or something.
Ow!
What the fuck is wrong with you?
That's not.
Owen?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, and that was
Owen.
honestly might have been the dumbest thing you could have done in that situation. Or you could have like barked. It's like an aquarium for like fish. It's like a zoo for fish or something.
Ooh!
What the fuck are you doing, Owen?
Look, it's like a kid's room or
It's like
something.
hentai. You seen this shit? It's crazy.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy. Yeah.
Oh my god, it's so pretty.
God, they
Oh
turned
my
into
God,
zombie
it
people. Look
looks-
at that one.
They look like the monster from Sinister.
Yeah. The dog's the only normal looking one.
Oh my god, it's Bear.
Yeah. Oh no! Put it down. I can't look at it. I can't watch it anymore.
No. All right, see you, Owen.
All right.
This has been a nice place.
I'm
to
gonna
have
lock
sex,
you. I'm gonna
but-
lock you in the boat.
Yeah, would have been a nice place to get a little fucking going on, but no, you can look at kids' pictures.
Yeah,
That's
you can
cool.
just look at kids' pictures all you want. Forgot where I'm going? Oh god.
That must hurt.
Oh fuck.
Ow!
I don't have an 8-pack yet.
I want to make a game that has realistic pain. So like if something minor happens to these people, like they stub their
Like,
toe.
ah,
It's
son
like
of a bitch.
it's like 5 minutes in the game.
Yeah, it's like how Smash Bros. Brawl just had random tripping, like you randomly stub your toe, you're like,
fuck. But you have to like sit there and like
yeah, just
it's like the Family Guy scene where Peter just
yeah.
and clicker.
I mean, I've played through this game, and so I know what happens.
Oh my god, you fucking gonna spoil it for me?
Yeah, so Abby ends up joining the
Klux
YMCA.
Klan.
Yeah,
They still have that?
yeah.
So, we take a quick look around and then...
Get a little fucky going on.
Yeah, if
Don't
you know
call
what
it
I'm
that,
saying.
Owen.
We doing the sex?
Oh, and I swear to God, if you call it the sex for the next time, I'm gonna break up with you. That's how they broke up.
Why did you break up with Owen? He
Why-
seemed like such a nice guy and perfect fit for you.
Yeah, he
You
just
just
wouldn't-
kept. You just want to commit, you know?
He blames it on Owen, but Owen just kept saying the sex. And
Yeah.
She got annoyed by it.
Hey, Abby, do you want to do the sex tonight? You know, it really turns me off when
You're just blowing it. You're really blowing it.
Yeah, you're really blowing it. You like they're just grinding on top of each other. Yeah, I'm gonna give you the sex good.
Yeah.
I'm really not feeling it tonight,
Yeah.
Owen. I'm sorry.
You can visit.
Oh, you sure?
Not really, actually. See how nice you are.
Fucking fuck you.
You're a dick.
You're a dick.
You have a dick.
Well,
No shit.
no shit.
I think I got everything down here. I do have to go upstairs.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Make a call.
Yeah. You have to come back here with the other. No, this is our secret place.
No, this is our place that no one else can find except Ellie.
I wish you'd just drop down dead with a bullet in your stomach.
3 years later, she's like,
Oh,
that was
too
She's like, as she's
soon.
aiming the gun at Ellie, she's like, hey, I know what I said 3 years ago. Like, complete coincidence, I swear to God. Keeps the gun at Ellie.
I think this is our boat, Captain.
Shit.
Dad, I'm taking Max away from here. He can't spend his life locked inside this rotting building. All he'll do is take your weakness. Boring!
World building, get that shit out of my face.
Jeez. Well, on the bright side, family's keys.
To the boat?
Hell yeah.
Skeleton, he doesn't need them.
The skeleton's like, hey, can you just bring those back?
Hey,
You can borrow them.
Yeah, you can borrow them all you want, but I need them back by like 7
The
p.m.
same cult. That's why.
In the QZs, people would refer to the Fireflies as terrorists. Fanatics.
Hopefully we don't find a guy who believes that shit.
Hey, do you know some guy named Joel who, killed my dad or...
Want to try those keys?
Oh, yeah.
No.
I'll fucking bench press you. Yeah, Abby, you're not that threatening. Oh, believe me, one day I will be.
What? Yeah. One day, I'll be the most threatening girl around. 3 years later. What's up, Owen?
Oh, hi.
Oh,
Abby.
hey, Abby. You're really fucking buff. As she's like holding him up, just like this.
I've missed you, sweetheart.
I've missed you too, honey bunch.
Picking him up by the shirt.
Yeah.
Just the most simplest.
Oh, God.
Just jump on that ladder. It's
You may want to go down there.
Come on.
Owen, you're gonna fucking die. Babe, I don't think I can live without you. No, Owen, there's no water!
There's no water! Don't touch my ass. We're not there yet.
We've been dating for 5 years. When are we gonna be there?
When is it my turn?
You touch my ass all the time.
I just want it to be my
You
turn.
have sex with
goddammit.
me. Why can't I have sex with you? What the fuck are you saying, Owen?
Oh, yeah, I don't. What are you talking about, Owen?
We're working with each other. No.
No, it's not fair.
No.
I should be able to have a turn on the Xbox. Mom says it's mine. The fuck are you talking
Owen's
about,
just
Owen?
reverting back to his childlike tendencies. Like,
just flailing about
on the ground.
and just talking to like Manny. And that's why I broke up with
Yeah,
Owen.
he has a small dick.
Yeah, so he called it the sex for a long time.
Small penis. Yeah, just didn't know how to treat me in bed. Cuts back to this.
Like he's like trying to like thrust, he's just doing that as like Abby's just lying there, just motionless, just like, yeah, so I think I'm done.
Yeah, I think this is.
I don't
it
think
for
I'm
us.
feeling this today,
You're
Owen.
like, why?
Why?
Wait, babe.
Wait, but this isn't hot to you?
It's flailing around like a little baby isn't hot to you?
Oh. Just use some tongue, goddammit.
Whoa, what's going on there?
You want me to slow down?
No.
I don't think this is gonna work out.
This? It's this, isn't it? You are disgusted by it. Come on, Ab.
I really don't like the eels.
Sorry.
The seal staring at us. The seal's right there.
Boom! Just like a whole family.
All the fish in the aquarium that are still there.
I'm disgusted by this.
Yeah, this is
I
really-
really am. I don't like.
Ugh. I don't like fish watching this.
Joel's still out there.
Oh, Joel's cock blocking and he's not even trying.
What a savage!
What a bastard!
I wish I could be like.
Now I understand why Abby
Yeah,
kills him.
I wish I could be 500 miles away.
Oh my
and
god,
be-
Abby! If you would have just told me that
I could be
Joel's cock
500.
blocking
Yeah.
you,
That,
I would have been
that
so mad
explains
about
it
you.
so
Kill
much
Joel.
already. Like,
Yeah,
open
God.
the valve for God's
Yeah,
sake.
God damn it, Joel! Fucking.
I wish I could be 500 miles away via cock block. Like that's fucking impressive.
You go ahead.
You go ahead.
What about you?
I'm gonna hang out with the seals for a little while.
Yeah.
So wait, I did miss that completely. Why'd she not want to make out with him?
She feels like guilty.
For making out with someone?
Well,
She religious?
well, no. She feels like she wants to go back to training because it's the first day of training with the wolves, and she's just like, I want to train so I can kick the shit out of Joel.
You don't need to train to do what you did to Joel.
Yeah, but yeah, golf
It
club.
doesn't take much training to get 8 people to hold a guy down where you bash his face in.
But no, it takes several men.
Yeah, Abby's like, it took me several years of perfect training. I had to train with the golf club. I had to train on how to tell 8 people to hold the guy down. That took you
Why don't you just tell them to hold the guy down?
It takes more than that!
All right, well, Kyle's back, so next time on Buhdder Chicken, we will go through this section. We'll catch him up.
Yeah.
All right, we love you.
Might be.
No, you're good.
Bye-bye.
Hugs and kisses, holding hands when nights are long. And in the fall.